Number 9, if I didn't back it up just right, I'm sorry there. 4 is tilted, 5 star, 6 earth, 7 seasons, and 8 is 29 days. If you need to pause, that's fine. The 4 phases of the moon's orbit are new moon, first quarter, which we are currently in. Hopefully you've seen it outside. Then we have full moon and last quarter. If you need time to catch up to me, you can pause the video. Where are the sun's rays the strongest? So it's the hottest at this place. The equator, the poles, land near lakes or ponds, or on mountains. So the equator is the best choice. This is an old phrase that people say to remember. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So it wakes up on the east side of the earth and it settles down on the western side of the earth. 12, why is each planet's year different from Earth's? So if the sun is here and Mercury's here, and then Saturn is here, why would this planet's year be different from this one? Yeah, it's closer to the sun, so it's going to make its trip around rather short. Well, as Saturn has a longer orbit. So why is each planet's year different from Earth's? Because of their distance from the sun. So their distance determines their length of orbit, and Earth's here. You are here. So Earth would have a longer year than Mercury, but a shorter year than Saturn. What would happen if Earth rotated faster? We would have a shorter day. We also might be able to feel the spin, depending on how fast we're talking here. But our day would be shorter, so we wouldn't have 24 hours. We'd have 22 if we spin just a little bit faster, or if we spin really fast, we could mark it down to all the way to 12 hours. Know the planets in order and if they are inner or outer planets. So you need to know them as Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, asteroid belt, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and then baby Pluto is bonus. Be able to describe the sun. The sun is a medium sized red star. Stars are only in 2 categories, red or blue, and we do not have a blue star, we have a red star. Now, it doesn't give off the color red as our perception is from Earth. It looks kind of bright yellow, sometimes orange, but it's considered a red star, which means hot. Know what we use in order to learn about space? Satellites. Sometimes they send out probes, which would actually land on a planet. And then telescopes. The Hubble telescope was launched when I was younger, and it's still out there in space. It takes a long time for us to get the data back because, well, it's a long ways away. When do we have the most amount of sun? Summer. The least amount of sun? Winter. And why does this amount change? Well, at certain times of the year, Earth is directly facing the sun, kind of like the moon directly faces us at a full moon. And other times, our part of the Earth is not facing the sun. So if we live on this side and we travel and then we are on this side, we don't necessarily get the same amount of sunlight the whole year. So our tilt helps with that. If we face the sun all the time, we wouldn't have a change in season, and it would be hot to trot all the time or cold, cold all the time. List the planets in order beginning with the sun. Please know that the sun is not a planet. It is a star, and you can refer back to number 14 there. Number 14's goal was for you to know inner versus outer. So these are the inner planets, and these are the outer planets. They're all gassy. Sorry, I didn't make a very good circle. What is Pluto now called? It is a dwarf, which means small planet. There are other dwarf planets in our solar system. That one's just the most famous. The sun is at the blank of our solar system. There was a lot of arguments about this in the church some couple hundred years ago. Galileo and some other scientists said that, oh, sure, Earth's at the center, because that was what they wanted us to believe. That was what they wanted the patrons and the people of the church to believe, that Earth was the most important. But really, the sun is at the center of our solar system. So it was against the church's wishes to say other than Earth was the center. So some of the gentlemen got into trouble. Alrighty, so I want you to look over this with your parent, maybe have them ask you the questions on that page, as well as your ABC page, and get ready for your test, which is in your packet for tomorrow. Have a good one, and sorry about the split video thing. Love you guys.